Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories right now. And topping the list for us tonight, an investigation is underway into what Knoxville police are describing as a murder-suicide in West Knoxville. Now, this afternoon, KPD released new details, including the names of two people involved, 53-year-old Betty Goldston and 56-year-old Richard Goebel. This happened at the Meadows condominiums off of Gleason Drive near Westtown Mall. The original call came into Knoxville police as a report of a domestic dispute. Police telling us that there was also a report of smoke coming from the same condo. Fire crews contained those flames, finding the bodies of Goebel and Goldston in a bedroom. A third person was able to escape the fire without any injuries. KFD tells us they believe it's Goldston's teenage daughter. Erin Connor lives in the condo complex, and she tells 6 News she was awake at the time fire trucks and police cruisers showed up.
I was sitting out on my patio and I heard a bunch of sirens. It's really scary. We've been kind of thinking about moving anyway, and now we probably will.
Now, there is still no official cause of death for both Goldston and Goebel, but Knoxville police tell us based on preliminary findings, it is believed that Goebel set the fire intentionally. Next on our list, an issue that stirred some big debate comes to Knox County. School board members will be voting this week on a revision to the policy on what counts as a banned book. As of now, the policy for Knox County schools is that books that have sexually explicit material should not be in libraries across the district. Board members like Susan Horn think there's a few that have fallen through the cracks still on shelves with mature themes. Now, you're looking at a live picture from inside tonight's school board meeting. We'll have that for you in a second. That's happening right now, where the new revision will be discussed. Board members believe the policy is accurate. It just needs to be a little more specific. There's this live view that we were talking about.
This specifically talks about images that would be in books available to students. In the schools are specifically graphic novels. So that is, that's been the area of concern from the people that I've heard from. We've talked about this since, like I said, October or November. So I felt like that we really just needed to go ahead and deal with it now and make sure that our librarians, our classroom teachers are clear on what is and is not appropriate.
The vote on this revision is set for Thursday. Of course, we'll keep you posted. A big change for Tennessee's schools. Students and staff can now carry a life-saving tool in schools, the overdose reversing drug naloxone. Governor Lee recently signed the bill into law in an effort to combat the ongoing opioid crisis in our state. According to the CDC, Tennessee has the second highest rate of overdose deaths in the nation. The goal of this legislation is to help reduce those deaths in the state's youngest population. Harm reduction experts say because fentanyl is often mixed into the supply, students who use drugs just once are at risk of accidentally overdosing. If they do, it's important to act quickly. Advocates say allowing more people to carry naloxone means more people will have the tool needed to save someone from an overdose, increasing their chance of survival.
If my kid potentially started using drugs and OD'd, I would hope that, there wouldn't be a delay in care because every second counts. And if somebody has naloxone on grounds, there's no harm in somebody administering the medication. There's no negative bad thing that will happen besides somebody's breathing being restored.
This law received bipartisan support, we should point out. It went into effect with Governor Lee's signature. We should note naloxone is available over the counter at your local pharmacy, but there are some more affordable ways to get it. We're waiting to see charges and more details on a big story from over the weekend. In Sevier County, deputies are investigating after an argument ended in gunshots at a rental property. This all happened at a rental cabin on Teaberry Lane in the Wares Valley community. Sevier County Sheriff's investigators say some of the people at the cabin started arguing and things got physical and then shots were fired. We're told one man was injured in the assault, but it does not appear to be from the gunshots. The sheriff's office says charges are expected. Of course, we will keep you updated. And expect to see a big sign of change this week in the Western Heights neighborhood. Vacant buildings owned by Knoxville's Community Development Corporation are coming down. KCDC telling us demolition will start on Wednesday. Now, you'll see the change along West Oldham Avenue, Reed Street, Bonnyman Drive. The tear down affects 64 units. As we reported last week, this is to make room for the Transforming Western Comprehensive Plan in Western Heights and the Beaumont communities. As part of the plan approved by the Knoxville City Council members, the city will be adding 196 units of affordable housing in Western Heights. Then they will add an additional 283 units and market rate homes to, well, create a mixed income neighborhood. Last week, we reported city council members approved an additional $4.2 million to the reconstruction project. Now, the construction will be in multiple phases. It is projected to be complete in 2028. Next on our Big 7 list, a woman is facing fraud charges tonight. She's accused of using stolen credit card information at a Maryville nail salon. According to police, the owner of Nail Lounge Salon in Maryville called to report the fraud late last month. A woman identified as 22-year-old Haley Bissonette was apparently a regular customer at the salon and usually paid in cash. But the last 3 visits, the owner says, Bissonette claimed she didn't have her credit card on her and asked to manually enter the card number. Well, she apparently spent upwards of $600 at the salon, but when the owner received his bank statements, at least 2 of the transactions had not gone through. The owner told police that Bissonette worked at a local restaurant, saying that he believed she was taking pictures of her patrons' credit cards and then using those card numbers to get her nails done. Bissonette has been charged with fraud. We've reached out to that restaurant, but so far we have not heard anything back. And wrapping up our Big 7 with local youngsters getting a look at a big moment in history. 23 junior ROTC students from Oak Ridge High School set out for France this morning to participate in a D-Day memorial parade in Normandy. Now, this year will be the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. For many of the students, this will be their first time traveling outside the country, and they say they look forward to learning the history and culture of that area. This once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is 2 years in the making, according to Chief Ryan Nichols, and he says only a handful of American junior ROTC programs will be at that parade.
And for us to represent the state of Tennessee, the Oak Ridge community, and really the entire East Coast is pretty awesome. And these kids, they've worked hard. They're nationally recognized, and no better group of kids that are more deserving than these kids here. So I'm excited for them, and I know Chief Troy is as well. So.
After taking them to Pearl Harbor back in 2021, their chief says Normandy was his next bucket list location to help his students learn outside of the classroom. By the way, more than 60 World War II veterans arrived in Paris this weekend ahead of the ceremonies marking the 80th anniversary of D-Day. The youngest veteran, 96. The oldest, 107. And mark this down, this Wednesday night, be sure to tune in at 7 p.m. as we honor the 80th anniversary of D-Day, the greatest victory. Our parent company will be sharing stories of the bravery and courage from the monumental day during the Second World War. Again, that will be this Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And be sure to check out our website, WAT.com, for more on the 80th anniversary.